Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. Thanks for tuning in, wherever you are and whatever you're up to. I am back in the shop again today, as you can see, and I wanted to do a little roundup of all of the new fabrics that we've had over the past sort of 6 weeks or so. I think it's been about that time since I did one of these videos, and I've got loads of lovely new stuff to show you. And we've got some new patterns as well. So without further ado, I shall get started. I'm going to first of all show you the new Atelier Brunette fabrics, which I absolutely love. If you use Instagram, I'm sure you'll have seen the very much anticipated release of them. They've got they're on two base cloths. There's 5 new fabrics. The first base cloth is the same as what their Moonstone one is on, and there's 2 prints. So there's the tabby print, which is an older print for them, but they've recolored it in some beautiful colorways. So this one here, which is that just sort of plain regular viscose, really beautiful and drapey. It's like a forest green color. It's really, really nice. And then same again, same print, but this is the shell colorway, so it's just much softer and paler and much brighter. Still really beautiful though. It's got a really lovely sort of burgundy colour in it as well, that one. And then we've got the shine on navy blue, which is my favourite one. Love this one here. I've made a little blouse in this, which I shall show you very soon. And then they've got a new base cloth, which you've not had out before. It is also viscose as well. Sorry, I'm about to cause a fabric avalanche here. But it's got this kind of texture to it, which just reflects the light in a bit of a different way. So it's almost kind of raised a little bit. And yeah, it just makes it a little bit different, but it's still really lovely. It's still really lightweight. The lighter colourway, which is this one here, is quite transparent. So you might want to consider lining it. We've got some really nice, just plain viscose fabrics, which would be great for lining it. Or if you're just making like a little top or a little vest or something, then you might not mind that it's like that. You know, some tops are just kind of like that. And then we've also got that print in the darker colorway, which is really beautiful as well. So it's like a navy background, and then it's got these kind of rusty red color flowers, a bit of mustard, a bit of blush pink, a bit of cream. It's really beautiful, just drapes really nicely. Meg, who works in the shop, has made an amazing skirt out of this. It looks really nice. So yeah, they're really versatile fabrics, and yeah, nice to have something new from Atelier Brunette. It's always very exciting. So that is those ones. The other fabrics that I wanted to chat to you about as well, which we've had for a wee while now, so if you regularly look at our Just Arrived section, or you follow me on Instagram, then you'll have seen me talk about these before, but we've now got loads and loads of different base cloths of Liberty fabric. So in the past we've just had the Tanalon, and then we had the quilting cotton as well, those collections when they came out. But we've now got a loop back sweatshirting, a fleece back sweatshirting, lightweight jersey, silk. What else have we got? We've got the lantana, which is a wool and a cotton mix. It's really nice for winter because it's still quite lightweight and drapey, but it's got wool in it, so it's warmer. We've got a really good trouser weight, which is cotton and spandex, and so yeah, good for trousers. And then we've also got swimwear as well. A little bit unseasonal, I know, but just so that you know that it's there. So yeah, if you click on the Liberty sort of menu at the side on the website, then you'll sort of see all of them together, but I'll link to it anyway in my blog post. So yeah, I just wanted to let you know about all of those different Liberty jerseys that we've got. And then we have also had a couple of new jerseys from Lady McElroy, which have got beautiful prints on them. So these are viscose jerseys. I love this botanical one. This is just like this theme of the fabric just seems to keep on going, and I totally love it. So it's quite abstract, large leaves, really beautiful colours, and the drape on this fabric is lovely. It's really kind of floppy and lightweight, so it's good for t-shirts, tops, dresses, anything. Or if it's a design where it kind of like cowls a little bit, or you're wanting a bit of sort of fluidity and drape and movement in the garment, these are really good for that because they're quite swishy. And then same base cloth again, so it's a viscose jersey. This one is gorgeous. I really, really love this one. It's got birds on it too, which is very cute. So it's kind of like a sort of powdery blue background. So it's quite sort of leaves and twigs, and yeah, just really kind of delicate, nice print. And as you can see, it's nice and sort of swishy as well. So that's the 2 new McElroy ones. And then also from Lady McElroy, we have had some new Florenza viscose crepe, which is that really beautiful textured viscose crepe. So it's almost like a kind of slubby texture to it. It's really nice. This is what I made my jumpsuit in when I've shared that before. It was a new look one with nice wide legs, so it's really good for lots of different projects: skirts, tops, dresses, jumpsuits. So I want to just open one out just to sort of show you, and then actually there's a piece that's loose on this roll, and then I'll show you up close all of the other prints in detail. We've got 4 different ones, but it's just really sort of lovely drapey movement, and yeah, you'll see in the close-up videos that it's got this gorgeous slubby texture. So yeah, there's four different prints. My favorite one is that really kind of bright, vivid one with the bright blue background and the large flowers on it, but the bird one's really nice as well. There's a lot of detail in that. And then the one that is a bit of a paler blue, it's got a bit more of a vintagey floral vibe to it, but they're all really, really nice, and they're not transparent either, so you would be able to just have, you know, a nice garment with that and not worry about it being see-through. So they're a good option to another really versatile fabric. And then we've had a new delivery of fabrics from Nani Iro and Koka, so they're all Japanese, all really, really beautiful. These 2 here are Nani Iro ones, so it's the same print but just in different colourways, and they are on cotton double gauze, so it's that 2 really fine layers of cotton sort of stitched together really delicately, but it's quite celestial, can't say that, but yeah, really quite abstract, and there is a little bit of kind of shimmery glitteriness in some of the dots as well. It's really pretty. So it's a kind of earthy sort of greeny colourway, and then a kind of brighter blue as well, but the colours are always just so interesting with these ones, and it's never like one solid colour. There's lots of different tones within it, which is really nice. So that is the 2 Nani Iro ones, and then the other ones that I've got are Koka ones. Just pop them to the side. So we've got this gorgeous one here, which is quite large spots of a lovely bluey tealy colour, quite a watercolour feel to it, because they're not like one flat solid colours, lots of lovely texture to it. It's a cotton and linen blend, so it's got a bit more kind of structure and weight to it, but still good for tops or sort of looser kind of tunicky style dresses. It would be good for that as well. And then this one is back to the kind of palm leaf design, and this is really interesting because it's got little sort of shadows of a kind of limey green metallic-y kind of finish to it, which catches the light really well. It's definitely got linen in it. I'm saying it's definitely got linen, it's actually 100% cotton, but it's got quite a natural texture to it. The threads that have woven this fabric are quite thick, so yeah, you can really see the texture of the fabric, which just adds to the loveliness of it. And then the last 3 that I've got from this sort of little collection, all the same print but 3 different really beautiful colours, very autumnal, very wintry. So there's a kind of mustardy colour, a navy, and then an orange as well. So this is also double gauze. It's cotton and linen, mostly cotton though, 85% cotton. And it's almost got a sort of brushed feel to it. So it's a little bit kind of fluffier and softer than normal double gauze that comes from Japan. It's just a little bit different, but it's so nice. I just love it. The colours are just so beautiful. Really, really love these. These are going to be good for tops and shirts and yeah, like kind of tunicky style dresses and tops as well. So really, really lovely, those ones there. And then the last sort of designery kind of ones that I've got, I'm just trying to find them in my pile of fabric. We've got 2 new colourways of the Robert Kaufman metallic fabrics. So these are, I'm pretty sure these are cotton and linen as well. Let me just double check. Yeah, 50 cotton, 40 linen, 10 lurex, and the lurex is where they get that sort of metallic-y finish to it. You can even see when I'm holding it up here at a distance from the camera, it's got beautiful kind of sheen to it, but up close you'll see that the metallic is actually made up of a few different colours. It's really, really beautiful and pretty. So yeah, we've got that kind of blue one, and then we've also got a beautiful blush, a pink rose colour that has then got gold lurex in it. So it is also gorgeous, but we've just had them for a while, but we've also got quite a few other colours and prints from that particular collection that are all Robert Kaufman. So they are good for more kind of structured dresses or tunics or like a looser kind of top, they do hold their structure and shape quite well. They're not going to flow and drape, but it depends on the style of garment. Sometimes you need that little bit of extra structure just to hold the shape of it. So yeah, again, a variety of uses that you could use them for. And then the next ones I want to show you are the ones just behind me, and we're getting into the sort of party vibe of things now. And these are 3 really beautiful jacquards. So the first one I'm going to show you is this one here. Oh, I'm going to cause an avalanche. Actually, I might show you the other one first, because the roll's a bit wibbly wobbly. It's like a paisley print, so it's quite a large scale one. I think this would be really nice, even just like a simple little skirt in this one, and you can see that it's reflecting the light really, really nicely. So it's got navy in it, it's got a kind of corally pink colour, then this metallic is a kind of greeny colour, so there's just lots of lovely tones and colours in there. And yeah, I think it would be great. It's just like a little skirt or more like a statement dress. Really, really cool. So I might actually just put that one on the floor before it falls over and knocks me out. The next one's a bit more subtle, but I really, really love it. This is actually the back of the fabric where you see those stripes. This is the front here. So it's got little multicoloured spots on it. So there's a blue, a pink, a gold and a green. So it's a bit more subtle, but you can see here it's catching the light really, really nicely. And then yeah, the reverse is this cool stripy colour. But you know, same thing again, it would be nice as like a little skirt or a dress, or even like a little blazer kind of jacket. I think that would go with loads of different things. And it's sort of less kind of bold than some of the other jacquard prints, but it's still really, really lovely and nice that it's got lots of colours in it as well. It means it can be versatile and go with lots of things. And then the last jacquard that I've got is this one here, which I loved it when we ordered it, and then it came in and I wasn't so sure, but I do actually really like it again. It's kind of a bit like an animal print, and it's got gold metallic in it too, and black, and a kind of it is a sort of bluey colour, but it's not like a strong blue, it's a much, much softer blue. And you could actually decide which side you want it to be the right side. If I hold them up together, you'll kind of see the difference between the two. One's just, this kind of looks a bit lighter, whereas this one looks a bit darker. I think they're both really nice, but I think a little skirt in that would be really lovely. So yeah, I think I like this one. It's not, I wouldn't normally wear something as kind of bold as that, but yeah, this one and the spotty one are definitely my favourites, but of course I love them all, as you do. So that's the party jacquards. Then I am on to stripy things. I mean, who doesn't love a jersey stripe? So we've got 3 different colourways of this one here, which is a metallic-y kind of stripe. We've got, I'm just going to check whether this is actually blue or black. It's called Midnight. It's one of those ones where it's like either a really, really dark blue or it is black. It's really hard to tell. But anyway, as you can see, it's got quite a light appearance, but then when you look close up, and when I show you the close-up videos, you'll see the faint stripes that are on it, and then they have got some sparkly bits in them too. So we've got that midnight one. We've also got a pinky one and a greeny one too. I really love the pinky one. I quite fancy making something either like an Agnes or a True Bias Nico top, something that you could kind of layer up underneath. I think it's just would make a basic garment really quite interesting and just a bit more fun. So that is those metallic ones, and then we've had 2 new cotton loop back fabrics, which are a bit heavier than like a t-shirt weight, but a bit lighter than a sweatshirting weight. So it means they're quite versatile. You could kind of use them for both types of pattern, whether it's a sweatshirt or a t-shirt. If you're making a t-shirt, it's just going to be kind of heavier t-shirt, or if you're making a sweatshirt, it's going to be like a lighter t-shirt. And they're both really soft, and then they've got that classic loop back, which you'll have seen me talk about before on the back. And yeah, just lovely and soft and nice and stretchy. So a wider stripe one, and then also a narrower stripe one too. So yeah, really lovely. Good for kids' clothes too. And then the last stripy ones I've got are a collection of modal ones. So these are 94% modal and 6% elastane, and we've got 4 different colourways of them too. So because they're modal, they're much more drapey and floaty. They're really, really soft, got that kind of silky feel to them. I just want to hold one up and kind of wriggle it around so that you can kind of see the drape on it a bit more. So it just kind of like, it's much more floppy. So this is better for t-shirts and tops as opposed to like a jumper kind of style. But really, really nice. The colour combinations of the stripes are just gorgeous, really stand out. Whereas this one, which is cotton, you can see it just it holds its shape a lot more. It doesn't kind of wibble wobble and sort of float as much. It's got a bit more structure to it because it's cotton as opposed to the other ones, which are modal. So that's all the stripy ones. And then we've had this other new one, which is a bit more unusual, and it's a kind of like it is a double-faced fabric really. So it's like two layers of different fabrics back to back. Got 3 different colorways of it, and you can see that the front and back really contrasting. So you could do quite interesting things with this, like say you were making a Linden sweatshirt, then you could make your cuffs and the hemband and even the neckband. You could use the reverse of the fabric. So it's cotton and polyester, and that brighter side, so on this one here that I've got as an example, kind of looks like a slubby rib fabric, whereas on the back it's like a sort of smoother, fleecy, fluffy one. So it's really nice and soft and cozy. And that's the 2 layers as they're kind of put together. It's not that, I mean, you can see it's a bit stretchy. It's not hugely stretchy, so you would have to make a garment that is a bit looser fitting. So a sweatshirt or like a hoodie is a good example of that, because they tend to be much kind of looser anyway. And then say you were making the Linden with it, you just have to cut your neckband piece a bit longer just because it won't have as much stretch in it to get all the way round. But of course you can check my video on neckbands if you want to work out how to check the length of neckband that you need. And yeah, there's three really nice colorways of that one. I like this one. It's just really kind of bright and gorgeous, but of course I love them all, you know I do. And then we've had a few more novelty ones which are nice. So this first one has got really cool cars on it, and it's a loop back, so it's quite lightweight for a loop back, but would be good for kids' tops or sweatshirts. So just another nice novelty one. And then these 2 really cute bird ones which come in 2 different colorways. So we've got sort of greeny, bluey, turquoisey colour, and then also this sort of corally pinky colour too. And there's lots of other colours within the birds too. It's a really sweet little print, and it's more like a t-shirt weight, so it's much lighter and it's just smooth on the back. So yeah, that's those ones. And then the other printed jerseys that we've had, I feel like they're actually not particularly seasonal. They're quite bright and florally, but you know, that might be nice to kind of brighten up your wardrobe. The colours in this are really saturated. I think they're gorgeous. So we've got this kind of bluey colourway of it, and then also got it with the pink background. So it's the same print but just slightly different colourway. It kind of looks a bit like it's been painted as well. It's got that sort of watercolourish, paintish kind of vibe to it. But yeah, the colours are just really vibrant and beautiful. And they are a cotton, and they're more like a t-shirt weight as well. So yeah, good for tops and t-shirts. And because they're cotton, they don't drape as much. So yeah, something that's just like a regular kind of plain t-shirt or top would be good for that one. And then the last ones that I wanted to show you are fabrics that are just like an addition to other fabric ranges that we've had. We've got new colourways. So we've got a couple of new wools, which are viscose wools. One of them's on the rolls, one just behind here. And it is a lovely burnt orange colour. It's quite hard to capture the colour of this in the close-up video, but I think the way that it looks in this video here, where I'm holding it up, probably a bit more true to life, but it's quite a sort of deep, kind of rusty orangey colour. It's quite a lightweight wool, so it's going to be good for skirts or dresses or a little sort of blazer style jacket. Be really nice. And then we've also got a similar fabric, so it's a viscose wool again, and it is in a bottle green colour. It's a lovely deep colour. Again, this is quite hard to capture the right sort of tone in the close-up videos, but it's quite lightweight too, but again, good for dresses and skirts and lighter weight jackets. and it's 60 wool and 40 viscose. So, and it's got a kind of sort of fluffy texture to it as well, and a little bit of stretch. It's got a bit of give in it. So something like the Morris blazer is maybe quite a good example for this one, because that pattern says you need a fabric with a bit of stretch. And then we have also had a new colourway of the marl sweatshirting. I totally love this one. It's so lovely and bright and vibrant. So this is your classic sweatshirting that's got the fleecy back to it, and it's got this great dark grey sort of fleck marl going through it, and yeah, then it's nice and soft and fluffy on the back too, so good for your hoodies and your sweatshirts. And then to our really popular loop back jersey modal range, we've had this gorgeous terracotta colour added. It's beautiful because it's modal. Look, you can already see the amazing drape on this one. It's so beautiful, almost got a kind of sheen to it as well. So this is good for t-shirts, tops. I've made a linden in this before as well, so it's quite a nice versatile one. And yeah, this colour just seems to be a lot more popular recently, which I love. It's also quite similar to the top I'm wearing. This is also a jersey modal, and I don't have any like right now, but we are getting this one in, so it'll be here soon, so check the Just Arrived section to see it soon. And I'm wearing the Closet Case Patterns Ebony top. I lengthened it a little bit, lengthened it about 5 centimetres at the front and back. We do actually still have some kits to make this top, and also we have it to make in a navy colourway as well. So I shall link to them too in the blog post, because then it's a bit easier to find. But we've got some of them left, or if you just want to buy this fabric from the bolt, then it'll be coming in really soon. And then the last sort of more kind of like basic range, but addition to what we've already had, is we've got some new colourways of just plain cotton jersey as well. So it's just like your regular, it's like a nice good medium weight jersey. We've had a navy and a mustard and a baby pink colour and a really beautiful berry colour as well. So they're just good to kind of know that they're there, just nice basic ones. And then in terms of patterns, we've had quite a few new patterns out recently. So we've had the True Bias Emerson trousers, which are a pull-on crop pant or shorts with an elasticated back and a flaring front waistband. So in terms of trousers, they're going to be quite a nice, easy basic to have, and you need lightweight woven fabrics such as linen, cotton, rayon, challis and chambray for that one. So yeah, good to have that one. And then of course we've got the new Italian buttons patterns. We've got the Nora, which is great for loads of the jerseys and sweatshirting that we've got. And I love this little kind of funnel neck. I know when it gets cold, I just love either having a scarf or something around my neck. And then another one which I'm sure will become a popular classic, which is the Ness. And that is a really nice fly front skirt with a couple of length options too, so another good one. And then if you want to take on a bit more of a project, we've got the Chilton trench coat, which is the new cashmerette one. And then we do also have the Deer and Doe Opium and the Magnolia, but they just sold out really, really quickly. But I'm waiting for Deer and Doe to print some more, and then I'm going to be ordering them. So that's why I wanted to mention them, and I wanted to link to them as well, because we will definitely be getting them back again, and they're here and they will be here, but they just don't like have a copy right now to show you. So yeah, I think that is everything new. Of course, if you want to keep up to date to the max on what the new stuff is, always just look at the Just Arrived section. We have new stuff coming in and out all the time, so that is definitely the best place to do it. You can also contact me on Instagram as well if you want to like see any fabrics, or you want me to like take a little video and I can share to you. But thanks so much for watching, guys, and remember to hit subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on my next video coming up over the next few weeks. I'm really excited to show you 2 like amazing party wear outfits using some of our sequin party fabric, so stay tuned for that. I'm going to be doing a little video and giving you some ideas of what you can make with those fabrics. But yeah, I'll see you soon. Thanks, bye.